You squeeze foundation onto the back of your hand every morning, and you have never once flipped the bottle over. The second ingredient in one of the best-selling foundations for women over 40 is alcohol denat. It is a solvent that dissolves the moisture barrier your entire morning routine was trying to protect. I tested 8 best-selling foundations on mature skin for 6 weeks. 5 of them are aging you faster than the birthdays are, but 3 of them are not. The worst one is first. Avoid number 5, Fenty Beauty Pro Filter. Starting with one that half of you probably have in your bathroom right now because Rihanna told you to buy it. And I love Rihanna. But this formula on mature skin is ruthless. Alcohol denat is the second ingredient on the label. Cosmetic chemists have been raising concerns about denatured alcohol in foundations for years because on skin that is already thinning with age, it strips the lipid barrier faster than your moisturizer can rebuild it. This formula dries matte within seconds, grabs onto every dry patch and fine line like Velcro, and makes texture look like someone held a magnifying glass to your face. I put it on at 8 in the morning. By 8:40, every line I had was deeper and more visible than before I applied anything. The shade range changed the industry, and Rihanna deserves credit for that forever. But this formula was not built for faces that have lived some life. For the woman who bought this because 40 Shades made her feel seen when nobody else bothered, the representation was real. The formula is not on your side. That first one was rough, so let me show you what the opposite looks like before we go back to the avoid list. NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. This is what a foundation built for real skin actually feels like. The hydration keeps everything smooth and flexible all day instead of drying down and cracking apart. I put this on at 7 in the morning, and 12 hours later, it was still sitting beautifully. It did not cling to dry patches or emphasize fine lines or break down into the creases around my eyes and mouth. Your skin looks polished and healthy and genuinely younger by evening than when you first applied it. In Korean beauty, there is a concept called mulgwang, that glass-like dewy finish that makes skin look lit from the inside. This foundation gets you close. After that first one, I needed this, and so did you. But most of the foundations women our age are buying right now do not look like that by the end of the day. And the next one on the avoid list is proof. Avoid number 4, Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear. This one hurts because our mothers used Lancome. We grew up watching them sit at their vanity tables and put it on, feeling like that was what grown-up glamorous women did. The pretty gold bottle on the dresser, the ritual of it. But that ritual is not protecting your skin anymore. This formula sits heavy from the moment it touches your face, settles into expression lines by early afternoon, and makes your skin feel stiff and dry all day. I wore this for a full 12-hour test, and by hour 6, it had cracked into every laugh line and forehead crease I have. EWG flags several ingredients in this formula at moderate hazard levels. For a brand that has been marketing to women our age for decades, that is not reassuring. For the woman who kept buying it because her mother trusted it and the gold bottle felt like an inheritance, the formula inside that bottle has not kept up with your skin. Lancome had decades to get this right and did not. The next brand does not even give you a full morning before it falls apart. Avoid number 3, Dior Forever Skin Glow. This one almost gets a pass because those first 90 minutes are genuinely gorgeous. You put it on and your skin looks luminous and smooth and dewy, and you think this $58 foundation at the Dior counter was worth every penny. Then it starts moving, separating around the nose first, then settling into smile lines, then fading off your cheeks like it is evaporating. By the afternoon, you are checking your compact every 30 minutes, wondering where your foundation went. I documented every hour during my test. At the 90-minute mark, the separation was visible from 3 feet away. By hour 3, there were tide lines on the cheeks, where product had pulled away from the skin entirely. A foundation that abandons your face after 90 minutes at that price point is not anti-aging. That is a first date that looked promising and ghosted you before lunch. For the woman who walked up to the Dior counter and spent $58 because the name felt like a promise, the promise lasted an hour and a half. Your skin deserved a full day. At least Dior gave you 90 good minutes. This next one works against you from the second you apply it. Avoid number 2, Bare Minerals, Original Powder Foundation. I know this one has been sitting on your vanity for 10 years, and I know what I am about to say feels like a betrayal. But powder foundation on mature skin is working against everything your skincare routine is trying to do every single morning. Dermatologists have been saying this for years. Powder formulas absorb moisture from the surface of your skin throughout the day. You spend your morning hydrating, plumping, layering serums and creams, and then you dust powder over all of it and pull the moisture right back out. I watched it happen in real time during my test. Fully prepped, glowing skin turned flat and dry and visibly older within one application. The mineral powder lands on your face and immediately grabs onto texture you did not even know you had. For the woman who switched to mineral powder because the word mineral sounded gentler than liquid chemicals, the ingredient list tells a different story than the branding. Drop a comment right now. Tell me which of these you have been wearing and for how long. I want to know, and I am reading every single one. 4 down, but the sneakiest one on the list is still coming, and it is the most dangerous one because you will not even realize it is aging you. First, though, one more that earned a spot on your shelf. Luxe Cosmetics Foundation. I started recommending this to clients about a year ago, and within a month it was the first thing I reached for in my kit. The first time I used it on a client with deep smile lines and textured skin, she looked in the mirror and asked me what I did differently. I did not do anything differently. The foundation did. It does not cake or oxidize or settle into lines. The formula has niacinamide and hyaluronic acid built in, so your skin is getting hydrated underneath the coverage all day instead of dried out. After sitting through 5 foundations that were all pulling moisture out of your skin, this one is putting it back. It also has color-adapting pigments that adjust to your tone on their own. After years of watching women walk out of department stores with the wrong shade because the lighting was bad, that feature alone would have sold me. Give it about 60 seconds after you apply it before you judge the color because it shifts slightly as it adapts and then locks in beautifully. Several clients told me it is cheaper on Amazon than anywhere else, so I will leave a link in the description below. Now the last one on the avoid list, and this is the one I really need you to pay attention to. Avoid number 1, Maybelline Superstay. This is the most dangerous foundation on this list because it is not terrible. It goes on fine. The coverage is decent. For a few hours, you think you found a solid drugstore option that actually works on mature skin. Then around hour 4, it starts oxidizing slightly darker than your actual skin tone, getting cakey around the nose, and quietly settling into the lines around your mouth so slowly you do not notice until you catch yourself in a mirror you were not expecting. That slow creep is exactly why women keep repurchasing it month after month without questioning it. But oxidation is not just a color problem. When your foundation shifts darker during the day, that is a chemical reaction happening on top of your moisture barrier. The shade it becomes is not your shade. It is the shade the formula turns into when it reacts with the oils on your skin. You walked out of the house matched. You are walking around at 4 in the afternoon mismatched and you do not even know it. For the woman who has been grabbing this off the drugstore shelf every month because it is affordable and it seems fine, your skin at our age deserves a foundation that is quietly helping all day, not one that is quietly aging you while you are not paying attention. If this video is helping you figure out what has been making your skin look older, hit subscribe. I test foundations and ingredients every week, so you do not have to sit in bad lighting wondering why your face looks 10 years older by dinner. And ending on a good one because after 8 foundations, you deserve to leave this video feeling better than when you started. Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. This gives you a gorgeous soft focus finish that actually works on mature skin when you apply it with a damp beauty sponge and a light hand. It blurs fine lines instead of sitting inside them, stays put without getting cakey or stiff, and makes your skin look polished and smooth and healthy all day. The trick is one thin layer. blend it out, and leave it alone. If you go back in for a second pass, you lose the magic. Out of 8 foundations I tested over 6 weeks, only 3 earned a place on your shelf, and the other 5 are quietly making you look older every single time you put them on. You know which ones to avoid now, and you know which ones are safe. Your bathroom shelf is lying to you, ladies. Go flip those bottles over, read what is in them, and choose wisely.